Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the SU-8. It's the Tier 6 Soviet SPG located on the south spawn of Fisherman's Bay. It's under the command of Unseen1Hades of OLIMP. Game on. Well, he's landed in a Tier 8 game on this occasion. At least I think it is Tier 8. Or is it Tier 7? No, it is Tier 7 actually. I'm wrong. And he's decided to position himself near the cap area amongst the trees and the bushes. There is a nice little area there where you can hide and get good shots off at the enemy, and one of them has just turned up, and we saw that briefly. A T-52 rounds out. Well, he tried to get the T-20, but in fact he stunned him, and that might mean the T-20 taking damage. You can also see a Comet. Now, this is one of the fastest reloading Artys at Tier 6 now, because the standard reload is 19.65 seconds. You can see here that Unseen1Hades has got 16.86, so it's very quick at the reload, and it's kind of supplanted and replaced the M44 as one of the best Artys at this tier. You see a large number of enemy tanks have come a long way south. And that could be dangerous. He might have to relocate to get shots on them with safety. Now, it's a 152mm howitzer, capable of 550 alpha and 38mm of pen. And with the extra 8G rounds, there you go, 38mm, 6.7 meters damage radius, and stun of between 6.5 to 11 seconds. Now, with the extra HE, you get 650 alpha, 48mm pen, but the damage radius goes down. It looks like the enemy is making a big push on this side. You just see that Comet, but on the other side of the map, they don't seem to be getting too far in the town yet. Okay, we might actually, from this angle, have shots on that OI. So this could be expensive for him. Wasn't fully dialed in, so unfortunately, yes, he didn't get that one. We now see that there's an AMD short distance away. Okay, now he's going to be reloaded shortly. He might be able to get a shot on the OI, but it is over the house. Rounds out. Yes, he did get it this time. Fully dialed in, so it worked. Now, apparently, Unseen1Hades actually joined OLIMP on the recommendations of Angeline75 and Talon, because, of course, they're located on the NA server. They also said it's a good place to get your replays done onto YouTube. The only thing I would say is that we're getting so many replays recently that it's difficult to get them done as quickly as we would like, and so consequently there is a kind of delay. If you want to get your replay up, it might not be as quick as you expect. You have to take that into account. I can only do so many replays a day, and sometimes that means that I have to pick and choose which ones go up. And I try to pick as many recent ones as I can get, but I also have to take into account the fact that some people have been waiting a while. So if you do send one in, please don't expect it to get done immediately, but it might get done in a few days. Also, please do send in a replay, if you do, to the correct address, because some people actually sent their or put their replay up on the Salty Jedi site, but didn't realize they have to tell us that they're doing that, because otherwise we can't see it. We don't know which ones have gone up. It's an open site. It's not, doesn't belong to us. So if you put a replay up on Salty Jedi, you have to expect or send in the URL so we can see it, and also that means we can have a quick check to see, is it going to be a viable replay for us? Well, the assault on the west side of the map has failed, and they've just lost an AMX 12-ton. That was a really good shot, hiding behind the wall, and he took a splash, and that was the end of him. So it's now looking as if the enemy is starting to push in the east in the town, and our GW Panther is in a whole lot of trouble, because if he stays where he is going to be isolated. In fact, I think he's probably going to be out the game soon. We're trying to get shots on that VK2801-105, but he's hiding behind the buildings carefully. Look at this. This is the ding-dong that's going on in the town. It's 3 against 1. And we can probably put a round into that M6. Just landed to one side. We've lost our Black Prince, and now all 3 of those tanks are coming out the town. Our GW is probably going to be the next one to go, because there's nowhere for him to hide except in those bushes. And if he does try to shoot, he's more than likely going to go down. The best thing for him to do would be to actually... Oh, good shot. The best thing for him to do would just be to hide in there and wait till all 3 pass, and then to shoot them in the ass. Oh, he didn't get the chance even to do that. Now, one of the good things about the SU-8 is that it is one of the faster Artys. Well, I say faster, but it's actually 48 kilometers an hour. And that's because it's based on the T-28 medium tank, which was actually quite a lightweight tank. It only weighs 24 tons, the Arty, and that's including the weight of that big 152mm howitzer. They didn't actually go ahead and make any SU-8s. The T-28 have basically gone out of production. The lines have been closed down. In fact, they've been dedicated to other tanks that they were actually in development and being built at the time, such as the T-34 and, of course, the KV-1. So there was no way that they could manufacture any more of the T-28s. In fact, a lot of the T-28s were knocked out and failed in or destroyed in the Winter War with Finland. Apparently 200 were knocked out in total. They actually made 503 T-28s. Now, he got spotted there, and that's the E-25 who spotted him. And it looks like he's a one-shot, and we just received a block shot from the Jackson. Now, can we get this? Oh, fantastic shot! It went low enough, and it took out the E-25, but he only had 1 hit point left. Now, there's only 2 of us left, and that's the Super Hellcat. He's the other one. The enemy is capping. You'd expect that they would keep fighting until they've found all of us. But unfortunately, our attack in the north failed. The enemy's got a Jackson to the north. And they've got their 3 heavies in the cap area. I think it was just 1 heavy in the cap area. There's the Jackson. He fires the round in. Oh, it hit the wreck. There's a wreck just between us and the Jackson. Otherwise, that would have been a kill. Okay, can't see the Jackson now, but the Super Hellcat is on that corner nearby. And the Tiger P's coming up behind us. So we might have to move. Well, he fired the round in. He might as well go for it and try and kill the Jackson. But instead, he's actually going to turn and fight the Tiger P. Okay, he lines the shot up. He could just about make out the Tiger P because he's being spotted by our Super Hellcat. Oh, he does get a hit. 227. He could actually take out the Tiger P. But our teammates are, well, their teammates are probably going to cap out first. And the Super Hellcat goes down. So now with the last alive, he loads and fires, and he kills the Tiger P. Wow. So that's 3 kills for Unseen1Hades, but he's all alone, and they've capped out. Nice try. Here's the end of battle results, and it was only a bruiser medal for Unseen1Hades in the SU-8. I'm afraid he was all alone at the end. He hadn't got much chance of getting stun assistant. That's why he didn't pick up a mastery badge out of this one. But yes, he did get a win 8 of 2,099, which is very good. And 3 kills, as we saw. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game either. That went to the Super Hellcat, the guy who was alongside him for much of the battle. Well, not alongside him, but alongside him for the end of the battle. He actually picked up a high caliber and 2,733 hit points of damage, but he did get killed in the end. And the second highest damage, well, that belonged to the M6 on the enemy team, who was, I think, one of the ones who may have been capping 2,089 hit points of damage to him. And in third place, we've got the VK2801-105, who managed 2,057 hit points. You can see Unseen1Hades got 1,375, second on his team, but he's actually in fourth place in the battle overall because he actually did get the fourth highest damage. He also got jointly the highest number of kills. 3 kills went to Unseen1Hades, also to the M6, and then there's a whole bunch of tanks that got 2 kills, including the Super Hellcat on his own team, the VK2801-105, the Jackson, the Tiger P that he killed, and the enemy SU-8, which was still alive at the end of the game as well. And when it came to base XP, he's a little further down the table. The top scorer was the VK2801-105, who he did fire at that guy. 982 base to him. 956 went to the M6, and on our own, the third one rather, was the OI on the enemy team. He picked up an Invader and a Steel Wall, so he must have been the guy that was capping, not the M6, and he got 775. And on Unseen1Hades, he got 370, which is way down the table, I'm afraid. He fired 19 rounds, so he got a large amount of ammunition off. But the thing was that, as I said, he wasn't getting much stun assist, which meant, of course, that he wasn't getting a mastery badge. He got 7 direct hits on the enemy, none of them penetrated, but he did get 13 splash. 1,375 hit points of damage, of which 1,004 were at more than 300 meters, so close shot on that Tiger P. 1 hit received, it was a non-penetrating shot. That was a round from the Jackson, hit him in the side. It actually hit the tracks and was blocked. 7 enemy vehicles were damaged, 3 were killed, and he got 10 stuns in the game, but absolutely no stun assist, and that's where he missed out on any mastery. On a premium count, he actually earned 6,275 credits, but he got 25 bonds, and he got 555 XP out of the game as well. And he was the last member of his team still alive. There was no other chance for him to get anything extra. Maybe he could have driven north to try and find that Jackson and kill him, but he probably would have got killed himself in the process. So, and the enemy was keen to cap out as it was. They weren't intent on kill all, no cap kill all. So they decided to end the game, and he benefited from that. So, there you go. No mastery, but that wasn't down to Unseen1Hades. It was more down to the fact his teammates just weren't shooting the tanks that he was stunning. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Do leave a comment down below because it feeds the algorithm and he loves to go nom nom. And thank you for watching.